What is Brad Stevens doing? What is he doing? I cannot believe I just witnessed this on my phone. Paul George? We got Paul George for our finals MVP? For our guy who was 5th in MVP votes this year, who had a career year? Who's 29, turning 30? For a 36-year-old Paul George injury-prone podcaster? We got a podcaster for our finals MVP. We got a guy that does podcasts more than he cares about basketball for Jaylen Brown. For Jaylen Brown, a dude that's 36 years old, about to turn 40. That's who we got. That is who we got. For what? You were better off keeping him on the team, and you can't tell me there hasn't better offers for there. I heard about Jamal Murray. I heard about everything else. And for one unprotected first-round pick, that's it. One unprotected first-round pick and a guy who can barely play the game. I believe he played less games than Jaylen Brown in 2 seasons combined. He played less games than Jaylen Brown. We got this guy with a similar contract as Jaylen Brown on our team as for what? Just because the Giannis trade didn't work, you just said, hey, we're not going to bring him. We made a ruffled feathers and we don't want to bring him back. Is it that or was it the podcast? Because I know he has a podcast too, but his podcast doesn't interfere with his play. And more importantly, it doesn't interfere with the locker room because he's never had any problems when it comes to his own teammates. No one said, oh, we don't like Jaylen Brown. He's a problem around the franchise. No. So what was the point of trading him? Was it salary? Because it can't be salary because Paul George has a similar salary and the similar years left on his contract. So why did we get rid of our finals MVP for this freaking bum Paul George, bro? Paul George, podcast P. That's who we got rid of Jaylen Brown for. I can't believe my eyes. I'm still astonished by this. I don't understand the moves. I just don't understand the moves. You can't tell me you guys couldn't have waited. You could have at least said, hey, let's give into the trade deadline and see what we get. I'm sure Jaylen Brown, as intelligent as he is, can handle the fact that he was going to be traded and on the trading block. It can come back and say, okay, well, all right, they wanted to trade me. Maybe I can still work this thing out. I'm pretty sure he would still want to stay in Boston. He said he never requested a trade, by the way, guys. Jaylen Brown never requested a trade. Just want to get that out y'all minds. He never requested a trade. He was put into trade talks because the front office wants to do something different. They want to step in a different direction. I don't know why. I don't know what is going on. But why did we need to do this? We didn't. We never needed to do this. Our future is looking like Jaylen Brown is gone, and our future is just going to be Pritchard. It's going to be Tatum. It's going to be Mitchell Robinson, old Mike Conley. Like we need more scoring. We need things on this team. And what the Celtics just did was essentially the worst trade in Boston Celtics history. I can't argue with anybody because I don't think anyone will disagree with me when I say this is the worst trade the Celtics have ever done in their entire existence of being a basketball, NBA, professional, pro franchise. This is the worst move anybody can make. And if you agree with me, you have a brain. If you disagree with me, you're probably smoking the same crack that Brad Stevens is smoking when he went ahead and talked about what was going on with the Philly front office and our front office and said, hey, we'll give you Jaylen Brown, our finals MVP for Podcast P, who barely plays, who's almost 40. He was freaking not a shell of himself. It's not 2014, Brad. It's not 2014. He's not on the Pacers no more, bro. This is not the same guy. You want to have championship aspirations and be competitive and you get rid of our finals MVP for this freaking bum? I'm done.